welcome to another episode of Missing the Mark Radio. Jamie, Chris, and Shane, we're
Banter
back.
free.
Banter free. We don't have time for banter tonight.
I thought we were talking
Well,
I think it's the whole show, isn't it?
I think collectively, me and Chris got plenty of time for banter.
If
You,
we-
on the other hand,
I'm not feeling on top of my game tonight.
Why are you dying?
I don't know. I'm exhausted. I have a little bit of a sore throat. I'm hoping I'm not coming down with something.
Did you pick up a cold playing charity golf?
I might have, you know. It's
but it was worth it because it was for charity, right?
That's right.
It was for charity. As Chris, what was your tagline for the charity? This is the most what?
Oh, this is the most I'll pay to suck all year long.
That's right. But it was worth
I like
it.
it
It was worth it. Why are you wearing sunglasses in the basement?
because he wears his sunglasses at night.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun tonight. Got my shades on.
All right.
Do you remember
Add to the nonsense?
Epic Mealtime, that YouTube channel?
I remember.
I want to say yes.
Yeah, they had a guy on there with muscles glasses.
So is that you now? You
Yeah.
got a new personality?
Yeah, well, for tonight.
It's not really new.
Just added persona.
Just added glasses.
Oh.
I already brought the muscles.
Kind
So
of
yeah.
his thing.
I'm not on top of my game tonight, so this could be terrible. It could be terrible.
We considered starting this episode with a big sighs.
Just trying to catch my breath and do the thing. So
All we did was walk downstairs.
I know it's like I said, I'm not feeling great. So Missing the Mark Radio on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at MTM Radio Rock ROC. You can also find us on Threads under that same handle and missingthemarkradio@gmail.com. But yeah, Chris, we did play some golf yesterday.
Did you suck as much as you thought you were gonna?
No,
Unfortunately,
the rain killed us.
the rain hurt, but for our team, we played a lot of my shots, a disproportionately high number of my shots, which is not a good sign for any scramble team. If you're playing my shot, it's we're getting desperate. And the pinnacle of this was when all three of the other players tried to play around this giant tree and just went full lumberjacking into it on all three of their shots. Like, we had more
That's awesome.
more travel in the reverse direction than the forward between the three of them. And then it was my smack back somewhere near the fairway we ended up playing because I was the only one that didn't, I had to play a safe shot because everyone else just drilled the tree as hard as they could.
Shane, are you familiar with the scramble format of golf?
I mean, I can figure it out.
So basically, it's best ball, right? So you got a
Seems
team
like
of
4 people hit a ball and then you choose the best one and continue playing.
Then you all hit from there.
yes, and the same thing for the next shot, and so on and so forth. So there are some chances that were taken because of the format.
Because you can rely on one
Yeah.
person to suck
And
less.
if somebody hits a good shot, then whoever comes after him can just kind of try something. If you've got a reliable shot to work with already in the fairway.
That
then-
sounds like my kind of golf.
Yeah.
I almost hit you in the nuts with one.
Yeah, there was one coming back. I did feel it. My spidey sense went off. I'm like, Jamie's going to hit that tree. And sure enough, he sliced into that tree and it came rocketing back. I was at an angle where I was just out of the danger zone. But I was like, I don't know if I'm safe here. And then sure enough, zing, ball goes flying by.
This is not the kind of golf I'm remembering.
Listen, through like 12 or 13 holes, we were what, -1, -2, somewhere around there? And then it all kind of fell apart when it started to rain. Some bogeys started to get hit in there, and it just wasn't... you know what, though? It doesn't matter. We had fun. We got really, really wet.
You
A
don't
couple
get
times.
so wet.
We got almost all the way wet. We got nearly maximum wet. Then we dried out, and then just as we were finishing, because it's a scramble, you just start wherever. We were on the 7th hole, so we finished on the 6th hole of our round, and it started pouring again. So now we're a long way from the clubhouse, and it's just pouring. So we got re-drenched all over again right at the end, and we were just putting out the last hole, and it starts like
Wash, rinse, repeat, I guess.
The clothes were skin tight, to say the least.
Yeah, everything. It was a wet t-shirt contest, wet polo shirt contest.
Yeah, there was a lot of wet polos out there. But, again, a lot of money raised for a very good cause for the journey home, which is great. So I'm excited. I can't wait to hear what the final number is and figure that out. So that should be good, too. But, so we had a lot of fun yesterday golfing. I don't know if that's the result of why I feel the way I do today. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's Tuesday.
There was some questionable golf cart operation.
By whom?
You.
What are you talking about?
That time when the heavens opened up and your family went and found a nice spot under a big tree with a spot right next to them for us, and you went and parked under some shitty little tree with no coverage, and we just sat there getting rained on while I screamed at you. that part.
Seems like you might have forgotten that.
Also, like, getting lost right at the beginning, just taking bad directions and just turning the wrong way.
Ridgemont Country Club is a gorgeous golf course.
Very nice.
However, their holes are not labeled very well.
Or at all. The only ones that were marked were ones where they'd put temporary signs up for the event. I think they just assume the members, they know the course.
Well, plus they got the electronic scoring system and /GPS in the golf cart.
Which was yelling at us for being on the wrong hole when we were absolutely on the right hole. And I don't know, I was so mad because we took a wrong turn to get there.
It was weird, but
it was just rerouting the whole time.
Yeah. And then it's got this funny little thing where if you go in the golf cart where they don't want you to go, it shuts your golf cart down and makes you reverse.
That's awesome.
The funny part is you can go anywhere you want as long as it's backwards.
There is a system.
So as long as you drive in reverse, you can go right onto the green.
There is a way you can skirt the system.
We didn't do that, but
right. Not to saying it's something we would do, but
right, we're saying it's possible.
It's not 100% foolproof, and it sometimes shuts you off in like places where you should be able to drive.
Yeah,
and it's like, don't be in the fescue, and we're like, we're not in the fescue, we're adjacent to it.
I still don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's just a tall grass.
So why did they just say tall grass?
It's called fescue.
Okay,
it has a name.
All right. Well, it was a name that I was unaware of.
But yeah, you can back right into it if you want. Well, nothing's stopping you there. But I understand.
Well, the system's already in reverse.
They're trying to keep the course nice, and they don't want people driving up on the greens, and that's nice.
I mean, let's be honest. The freaking fairways were like most course greens that we go to.
Yeah, really nice. Though I'm surprised. You think a private club would have less of a problem with that, seeing as everybody there is a member. Like, you wouldn't have people just kind of just driving up and tearing up the place.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I can see it a public course.
There's typically alcohol involved in golfing, though, so there's that.
Poor decision making.
Yeah. Chris made me drive, and then he's like, for some reason, you can't drive back. I'll drive you home.
I knew full well what that meant, but
I don't know.
Jamie didn't take advantage. He sobered up throughout the day.
Well, I realized my golf game started to suffer after about 4 drinks.
Then he gets angry.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you just got to drink more and hope that, the deeper you get, the better the golf game gets.
Hope it comes full circle.
The sweet spot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Find the sweet spot. It's clearly not 4. Why not 7?
I didn't find it.
That's because you went the wrong way.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. But you know what I liked about this is my first ever Scramble tournament I've ever played. What was cool about it, though, is we all 4 of us contributed.
Yeah.
Like, we all contributed.
Yeah, my first Scramble, we used my shot maybe twice.
No, we all had our strengths and weaknesses, and we utilized them fully. So
good.
I had one monster putt, I was surprised it went in, but it was great. Bunch of good drives. My middle game is, again, a little off at times, but
not so much middle.
Yeah. Oh, it was a good day, though. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say? You went shooting tonight.
We did.
We went shooting tonight.
Oh, you went too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
It is so much fun.
They changed up the removable walls that they installed so they can shuffle them around and create new door scenarios, and they gave us a bunch of new problems to solve.
Okay.
One of them being the first door, that thing stuck so hard.
I didn't have a problem. But
on the first try.
You don't pick things up, put them down as much as he does.
Well, yeah. But I went to push the door. I pushed it pretty aggressively. It didn't open. I went, here we go. And I kicked it open.
Also, you were wearing your aviators at the time?
No, you wear safety goggles for that.
Okay.
You don't want ricochets coming back at you.
I can see where that'd be a problem.
Yeah.
I probably died in the first run. Didn't shoot well enough.
No.
I shot pretty good both rounds.
Second run, I remember to aim. Did a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah.
How'd your wife do?
Oh, she's gone. Just crushing.
Yeah.
Shot a hostage in the pinky.
That was me. Not her.
Yeah.
I shot a hostage in the pinky. But
I'm telling you, man, she's practicing.
Yeah.
For your death.
I don't know. She won't shoot me. That's not personal enough.
It's true.
It'll be
generally between couples, it's a stabbing and it's
stabbing.
Overkill usually.
Smothering of the pillow. That sort of
something
thing.
like that.
See that? Yeah. Strangle.
It's getting weird.
Piano wire from behind.
Who just has piano wire handy?
People with pianos.
People getting ready to do a murder.
Fair enough.
Both are viable.
Yeah. Did you watch SummerSlam at all?
I did.
What'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good, yeah.
It was good?
I enjoyed it.
What was your favorite match?
Oh, I don't know.
What was your least favorite match?
My least favorite match?
Yeah.
The Battle Royal.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking Shayna and Ronda.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
It was MMA rules, but it wasn't.
Well, it was MMA in a WWE ring, but you were allowed to do like WWE stuff.
Yeah.
It was weird. I didn't like it.
It wasn't planned out well. The worst part about it is the story going into it was good.
Well, what would have been great is if they got like a legit MMA ref and did a legit MMA fight in a WWE ring.
Put him in the fight pit. Ever seen the fight pit in NXT?
Yeah, they could have done that, but
or taking the ropes down.
Don't even take the ropes down. Boxing happens in a
True.
ring like that.
Yeah.
Old MMA fights in Pride used to happen exactly like that.
True.
They could have kept the ropes up, got an MMA ref, and had a legit, 3-minute round fight.
Okay. It didn't make any sense, but which sucks because the story going into it was pretty good. It was a good way to tell the story. But
although Ronda put a legit armbar on her.
She did. She also, did you see Shayna's eye yesterday on Raw?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I saw a picture.
That knee was pretty sick, and I know exactly what that spot was that got her.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
they laid.
They
them
were
in.
both legitimate fighters.
Yeah, they laid it in pretty stiff. So
They had to.
yeah. Yeah, I actually caught it on delay, but I was up to like midnight watching it, which was probably a mistake.
It was on till 12:15.
No, it was like 11, wasn't it?
No, it was 12:15 when I went to bed.
Oh, you're right. I just caught up. Yeah. Okay.
I love that Logan Paul obviously had to go on first to go be with his brother during his fight against Nate Diaz. Showed up to the Nate Diaz fight still in his full gear.
Which, if you think about it, smart on his part.
Didn't have to change.
He had time to change. He could have.
No, I think he had he literally left and
sure, but he could
walked
have
right onto a flight.
Yeah, but he could have done on the plane.
Yeah, probably.
But think about it. Him showing up in his gear from WWE the same night his brother's
Okay.
fighting, like that's
full
so
gear.
smart.
Still had the hands wrapped.
Elbow pads
Full-
still on. And
full
everything.
gear.
Yeah, that was honestly it was smart.
It was awesome.
I thought that was a good match too. Him and Ricochet put on a good show.
I mean, I don't like Logan Paul, but I respect the fact that he can actually
He can go.
be a professional wrestler. Like, it's crazy.
I don't like Logan Paul either, but he put on a hell of a
Respect.
show.
Are we supposed to like him?
No.
Okay,
Well,
I don't think so.
They tried it first, and they're like,
He's not really likable.
He's a naturally hateable person.
Yeah.
Him and his brother. So,
yeah, the Paul brothers are both kind of.
Yeah. So now they're just playing into the heel. I mean, it made it even more fun when, on Raw, he was talking about how his Ricochet's fiance was going to have to announce him as the winner instead of her fiance.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty good.
Then it happened. Then he tried to get her to do it again. She's like, no.
She's like, not happening.
No.
Yep.
Brock going off script after the Cody match
Yep.
was pretty awesome. That probably was my favorite match.
Brock and Cody match was real good.
Yeah.
That made that really played into the Cody's the underdog superhero thing in that scenario, and it's just keep building him. And for everybody that said that he should have won at WrestleMania last year, I hope to God that they're all going backwards on this.
I'm not.
How can you not? Like, this is so much better of a story. It's really just.
Well, yeah, it makes
what good baby.
in retrospect, yeah.
I
obviously
knew it going
it
into
is.
it. He had to lose. There's no way you just come in and do that. Like, he had to get that underdog. The baby face has got to face adversity to get where he his ultimate goal. Like, you couldn't tell that if he won at WrestleMania.
You go back far enough.
But for the crowd now, you can't.
Yeah,
You can't go back that far.
People know.
You can reference, yes, some, but the
Wow.
newer fan doesn't know that. So you got to tell that story.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
that.
then a brand new fan would have absolutely loved Cody winning at WrestleMania.
But watching it, but then where do you go from there?
I mean, he beats Roman's streak.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Speaking of Cody,
Yeah.
how about that thing you sent me for the
Oh my
episode
God.
today?
Yeah. Cartman singing Cody's song AI.
I don't think I saw it.
Cartman AI is getting out of control.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome though.
Yeah, they got him doing Evanescence. They got him doing.
I've seen a
Poker
bunch.
Face.
Yeah.
I've seen him before, but I didn't see the Cody Rhodes
He's
one.
got he sings Kingdom by Downstate there.
Yeah, I got a buddy who's all worried that AI is taking our jobs, and I'm like, nah. The only thing AI is taking over is my playlist.
True. Very, very true.
All Cartman playlist all day.
But it's so many different genres.
We should have plenty of banter for next episode from our vacation coming up.
Yeah. Oh, we still got plenty of stuff to talk about today. Like,
Oh, you do.
we got to get into all the aquatic adventures.
What aquatic adventure? Oh,
Oh.
that's right. I have a
Oh,
You have a pool now.
I
Yeah.
do have a pool now.
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
not just a pool.
I have a very large pool.
You have the largest temporary pool I have ever seen.
Yeah. So I got me one of those 24-foot Intex, the higher grade version. Not
Very
the,
nice.
Not the blow up.
It's not a
Very
blow
nice.
up, but it's also not a permanent structure. You take it up and you bring it down
yeah.
every
My father-in-law's got one.
big
It's
sucker.
it's a pool.
It
It's
is
a pool.
Yeah,
It is indeed a real pool.
it is. Problem is we got it late in the season, so I wasn't gonna have to take. We don't know where we permanently want to put it.
Hence the good deal.
Yeah. So
It's time to get a deal.
we didn't like completely level. We tried to rig level it.
Level-ish.
Yeah, it's level-ish. There's a pretty good discrepancy.
I think it leans pretty far.
It doesn't. It doesn't, because I was able to level a lot of the top rail, but the flooring is still, or the bottom is still very unlevel.
Even just a few inches makes a noticeable impact at waterline.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So so next year I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a concrete slab out there and put the pool on that, so I always have a level surface to put it on.
Yeah.
Always is a relative term.
Yeah, it's,
It'll be level for a very long time.
Yes. Yeah.
it'd be good for it'll last.
It'll be
last as long
level
as the
longer
pool.
than the pool.
Touche.
So that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I need right now.
I saw them put the pool in approximately where they thought they wanted it, and then we did the measurements to see how far off level it was, and when we measured and it was 12 inches from one side to the other, I got to watch the light go out of Jamie's eyes in a way that I've seen only once before, which was the night that we were working on the cottage. And we've been working all day since like 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, yeah, let's put that second bunk bed together. And Jamie's face just drained. Like that was the same look. He was just like,
Same look like when he's out of pizza
shit,
rolls.
we're gonna have to move this thing. It's like
It was.
He was tired.
It was a solid 11 inches off from one side to the other, and there was nothing I could do. So
I mean, there was something, but it was expensive.
yeah, we got 5 of us. We picked the whole thing up, moved it back further in the yard where it was slightly less difference. It was only about a 4.5 to 5 inch difference.
Still a lot.
It is. So then we dug up part of it where the poles go. It's still not completely right, but it's about as level as I'm going to get it at this point. And
Right, being
considering it's gonna be-
mid-August.
it's going to be it's going to be taken down in a few weeks anyway. So it's like, that's a next year problem. So it's being used.
That's an
Everybody's
early
enjoying
next
it.
year problem.
Yeah, everybody's enjoying it. The kids been in just about every day they could.
Oh, you can
So-
also, instead of digging more, you can build up the other side.
Yeah, then you gotta get all the dirt and all that. I'm just gonna build a concrete slab.
It's an idea. I like it.
It's a big ass concrete slab, but it can be doubled up as a
Patio.
patio, and it's all good.
I gotta say, having known you for a bit, this is the most impulsive I've ever seen you from
Yeah.
a financial standpoint. Just like pool, August. Yep.
Well, it was my wife.
Well, but the two of you together are also pretty, fiscally,
Yes.
I would say, considered. You're well considered with your finances. You've got budgetary thoughts. You've got
Yeah.
planned expenses. You got just
Sure.
like pool. That's not like a thing that you guys
Yeah.
do.
Well, what happened was.
What happened?
What happened was,
What happened was it was. I've been bugging her for a couple of years since we took the trees down. Essentially, I'm like, we should get a pool. We got a perfect backyard for a pool, right? No, because I'm gonna have to take care of it. She'd say, well, she's right. So,
we know.
so, she's been getting those blow up kiddie pools for the kids, and those were just a pain in the ass. So this year she got a smaller version of like that Intex stand up pool.
Right.
It was still pretty big. It was around probably like 6 foot long, whatever. And she was still having to take care of that and clean it, and the kids weren't using it, wouldn't go in it. So finally there was a 90-degree day, and the kids refused to go in that tiny little pool. She was extremely hot. Was still having to take care of that tiny pool, and then they went over to the neighbor's house to swim, and before she left, she goes, look at pools. Find me pools. So I'm sending her I spent the next 25 minutes researching and sending her links to all these pools. And when she got back from there, she placed the order button.
Pool.
So so we got a pool. I've been at once, which is I love pools. I just haven't had. I have to be really warm to get in a cold pool, and knowing how cold that pool is right now,
Yeah, I get that.
it's 72 or 74 degrees, and I'm like, meh.
I mean, yeah.
I get in Saturday. No,
Like,
Sunday.
if I was hot enough, I'd hop in it.
Sunday I got in. But yeah, so that was it was a very impulsive purchase.
Yeah, and now you're like, you're feeling completely released because you're like, yeah, I'm gonna put in a concrete pad and knock down the deck and put in a patio and build a special deck that goes up to the pool.
Yeah,
You're just like,
got all sorts of plans. No, the pad makes sense. What I'm gonna do with the deck is gonna be an afterthought because the deck is functional right now. I have ideas.
Yeah, you do.
So we'll see. We also got another cruise coming up and just all sorts of stuff.
So I got to tell you, was the weekend before? Well, it was days before. I was working on my car. I was doing that 7-hour brake job, which went on and on forever. And thank you, Shane, for coming to help. I much appreciate the.
I don't know how much I helped. I know as a parts runner.
I watched.
You helped a ton, and sometimes
With the 2 different auto sounds.
Sometimes you go and you work on a project and it just doesn't go right. But I'm there and I'm struggling and we made it through it and the brake car stop's great now. It's got a nice set of new brakes on the front. You came over and you gave me one of your typical I pay people to do that, a time value of money, right? Your finance bro stuff. And while you're giving me that speech, the do-it-yourself DIY 24-foot pool is on a truck from Amazon while you're lecturing me in my own garage.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that later. Like, God, son of a.
In fairness, the pool took a lot less time to put together than your brakes did.
Okay. No, total hours investment in getting that thing set up for you? Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, you're not even done yet.
What do you mean?
You still have a concrete pad to.
Yeah, that's an extra problem.
Because
That's a
Yeah,
want. That's not a need.
no. That is still something to do with the pool.
That's not a. That's a want, not a need.
Yeah, he needed brakes.
7 hours though.
Did it really take 7 hours?
Yeah, about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was driving for an hour
Yeah, to go get the parts. Because sometimes
for screws that were this big.
Screw.
They're tiny.
I stick with my original statements.
But you still you still have to take that apart every year and put it back together every year. Like that's still.
It's an hour.
That's what it said in the box. It's not what it took you.
It took me an hour to put it together, if that.
To get the sticks upright, it
Sure.
took you an hour.
Yeah.
Except for the one that wouldn't go in, and then beyond that, there was the relocation of it. Then there was the working on the pump.
Well, that's the first.
And then there was the time you dug out the holes to try and make it lower on the one side, and there was the time you tried to jack it up on the other side. So that this is more than 1 hour of you haven't been tracking your time.
But going forward,
going forward, you're going to be
an
so much better at this.
It's gonna be an hour.
It's only going to take you 2 hours every year.
No, 1 hour.
No.
Yes.
You have to set it up and take it down.
Okay.
And then you have to build a special room above your garage to house it because you have nowhere to keep this thing.
No, we're gonna empty out the. We're gonna empty out the tent.
this project has so many hours that you're not accounting for on it.
No, we're gonna put it in the. We're gonna put it in the little shutout back here.
All right.
We're good.
But
hit a bell.
I was thinking about the struggle, and I got notes.
You
I
took
wanted
notes?
Yeah, check this out. Look, I have a rose gold iPad.
Wow, we're totally not getting a quicker episode than I anticipated.
Well, listen, we're going to cut other places, but I wanted to talk about this stuff.
Okay.
So, the struggle is important. So, yeah, I don't want to spend 7 hours on brakes.
Sure.
I wouldn't go into it thinking, God, I'm going to spend 7 hours. But you find more broken stuff, you got to fix it. But
Or when you break stuff.
my thought is,
There's that.
it's useful to struggle, to succeed, and to sometimes fail. It's like a necessary experience in life. Like, it's something you don't want to just never have to do. Like, if you go through life and you never have to struggle, like, you will be completely unprepared for the time when you do have to struggle. So you want some of that built in. So I was thinking about that.
You're not selling me. We'll continue.
Specifically, I think it's important for your woman to see you struggle. All three of us are married. We've all got wives.
Oh boy.
What?
I'm trying to figure out where this is going, but
Okay.
continue.
So you're struggling, you're failing. You could pay a guy to fix your brakes.
Mm-hmm.
You could pay a guy to build you a pool.
Yep.
You can solve a lot of problems with money. You just throw money at it, somebody will fix it.
Sure.
But what's the number one thing that couples fight over?
Money.
Money. Because what happens if you don't have any money and you can't do shit? And
Say it
what
again.
what happens if you don't have any money and you can't do shit?
Then I had to do shit on my own. But now I've worked my way up to where I can pick and choose what shit I do on my own.
Right, but what if your spouse doesn't have any confidence that you can do shit? Because you don't struggle. You just pay guys to do stuff.
It's fine. My dad made a complete life out of that.
It worked for him, so it'll be fine.
Works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're going too primitive on this.
No, I agree with him.
Okay.
Like, you think about the things that women report finding attractive. Yeah, money's one thing, but that's like at its base that represents security.
I don't think a brake job is what's turning my wife on.
I don't think that's what it's about.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's about what's turning her off.
A brake job?
If you can't do stuff.
I think you're way off base right now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're way too much into old society. at this
Old
point.
society?
Yes.
I mean, to his point, 2 out of the 3 men in this room do their own breaks.
Okay. What's your point?
Yeah, I don't know what your point is.
I'm not, I'm not,
do
I'm
stuff.
not entirely sure where you're getting this.
You're outvoted.
You're sitting in an entire fucking room that I did.
Yeah.
So your point's being lost on me. You don't have to do everything.
No, you don't have to do everything, but I'm saying it's useful and good for you to do stuff and to struggle at it and to do things that even you may not be great at.
That's great, but then I go back to the time value of money. What else could you have been doing on a Saturday?
Well, I have
Spending
no
time with
side
your kids?
hustle.
Spend time with the kids.
My
hang out,
my
doing
income on a
stuff?
Saturday is $0.
Sure, but your output could be with your family, your kids,
Sure.
doing stuff, spending time with them, building that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I'm just
normally,
saying.
I'm with you on that too, but to his point again, I take my sons with me when I do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter could care less.
Okay.
But like, my kids are there most of the time when I'm doing that stuff.
Sure.
They're also helping and learning these, great life skills.
Mm-hmm. Are they actually learning it though?
Yeah. Well, the
It does-
older one, the younger one. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, especially when they're younger, if they can do it or if they can learn it. But the same deal, like, it's important for them to witness you struggle, to see you doing stuff as a father. They're like, this is what do you do? You fix stuff. You put it back together. You figure out how it works. You figure out a way around. It's a useful lesson, even if they're just walking by and like, wow, Daddy's still working on that. Like, yeah, Daddy's struggling.
I make that statement a lot. I shall figure it out. Because sometimes, what the hell?
You're
Yeah,
right.
that-
You're
that
right
was
that this is.
I ain't seen your cat move that fast ever.
She's very playful when she wants to be. When you see her.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's a relatively new development. She was mostly just hiding for a few years.
Well, yeah, she was heavily drugged.
Yeah, but you're
I think she's heavily drugged in the other direction right now.
Feeling good. She found the catnip. She's good to go.
But to your point about this maybe being outdated sensibilities, it does harken back to something kind of basic and raw. But we do a nice job of papering over that in civilization. We can escape a lot of truths. We can escape a lot of realities and have other people deal with that. Like none of us really have to deal with the disposal of human waste because we pay good people to design systems to manage that and to make it happen every day.
It's pretty great.
So that our houses don't fill up with piss.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
It's pretty good development.
Yeah, it's a great development, but it's not an entirely inescapable reality. Like, someone has to deal with that.
Sure.
It's great that it's not me,
Right.
but should I have an idea of how I might do that? If for one day, the toilet don't go down anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Like, how
a
you
I'll
gonna-
figure it out moment.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from on this one, but I'm just saying I don't 100% agree with it.
Yeah. And
I think you can also pick your spots, and there's also better things to be done more useful uses of time, I guess.
I'm not arguing that it's great to have the option and to exercise that option when you can afford it and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is it's good to still make sure there's some struggle in your life.
Sure. I don't disagree with that concept.
That was my whole point, was that you want to struggle, you want your wife to see you struggle, you want your kids to see you struggle.
I guess the example was poor then. Maybe I just didn't identify with the example.
With the brake job?
Yeah.
I mean, usually that's an hour job. It's a really easy value savings.
Sure.
Yeah, but when the dealership and or the people who put the car together originally, because these were the original brakes.
Yeah,
right?
the originals, yeah.
Yeah. Over torqued the set screw.
Well,
yeah, no. It was probably a robot that did it.
There's
AI
that.
got you again.
there it is. Comes full circle back to AI.
And then we learned how to use a bit remover. That was something we learned together.
Good. It's a good bonding moment you guys had.
Yeah.
Well, Chris also didn't know, and this is no fault of yours because no one showed you, you got to pull the drill tip to get the bit in all the way.
Oh, yeah, I was using my...
He just kind of balanced the thing on the end of the impact.
It just went in there.
It
was
went
fun.
in. It didn't click in, but it just went in. I'm like, wait, hold on. You're going to use that like that?
Yeah.
And then I showed him the proper way to...
Yeah, I haven't had that tool for very long. I was like, no, that seems right.
Yeah, it seems right, but now that you know that there's a safety like that,
Yeah.
it makes it a little better.
And when Frank put his bit in there and actually actuated that, and I thought, oh, that's interesting, and then it was inside the tool and not usable, well, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, do it with the longer bits if you
Yeah.
don't have an extension.
Well,
Get
now I have some good ones.
So many lessons learned.
Yeah.
We learned how to use the bit remover, though, because Chris just zipped it.
Gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zipped the tip right off the bit remover.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we realized, or Chris rather realized, that there's directions that tell you not just pictures, because all we saw was pictures at first. It said, drill a hole again, it'll come out. That's what the pictures translated to.
The one didn't come out.
But no, it didn't. In fact, I snapped the head right off of one of them.
Well, that's what was after it was completely shot, but it was already stripped from the factory, so there wasn't any much more
Yeah,
damage
we
to
didn't do any additional damage by doing what we did. But he read in the directions that there's a specific drill bit size that correlates to the head that you're using to remove it. And once we started that and lowered the power on the drill, good to go.
Yeah.
Got it all set.
I got one more thought on this, and again, you can tell me I'm totally outdated, and I don't care. I still think this is true. I think it's good occasionally for your wife to see you fail. And the reason why that is it's another security thing. What's he going to be like when it's all going wrong? What's he going to be like when he's as frustrated as he's ever going to be, when nothing is working right, and he's just banging away on this thing that just won't come together? Like, is he going to drink himself stupid? Is he going to shout at the kids? How is he going to act? Because, some people go through a good chunk of life. You get married and you get the honeymoon phase, and you don't have a big trial, and they don't know how you're going to be when you hit that moment. So, even if it's just bashing away on a wheel hub trying to make something happen and, hitting yourself in the finger and having a bad moment, like, how are you going to behave in that moment? How are you going to behave when things aren't working right? And I think it's a useful thing for your spouse to know about you.
I also love in that moment that I was offered hot coffee. I had ran for parts in the rain, and I came back and Rachel was like, "You want a cup of coffee?"
You guys get some coffee.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be the same way or the other way around? Wouldn't you want to see your spouse under that sort of duress?
Yeah. I mean, that's useful knowledge, but again, considering the rates and the kind of uniform direction of domestic violence, it's more of an important, I would say, in this instance, for the wife to see the husband struggle and
in
fail.
that specific instance, yes, I would say that. But
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You do.
It's a bridge that goes both ways.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
I don't think that's what he was saying. He said it was going one way.
No. He's saying that yes, it's good to see your wife struggle, but the original moral was that it's good for her to see you struggle.
So you don't beat her later.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's the direct correlation, but yeah.
That's the example I was given.
But also it's. I don't know where I was going with that.
Right,
I
yeah.
started my sentence just went, nah.
Every day, guys come home and take out a bad day on their family.
True.
You can find a story about it.
Yeah.
Every newspaper. I think it's useful for your wife to know that that's not how that day is going to go.
Lessons learned.
I know I picked the wrong day to throw this at you, but this is fresh. This is what just happened.
It's life wisdom.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm into it, but we have different philosophies on life, and that's okay.
Yeah. Pretty boring show otherwise.
Well, true.
If we all just agreed with each other the whole time.
Well, yeah. Why is there motion at my front door?
It's the motion of the ocean.
Who is it? Is it me?
No. It's like my wife going somewhere. I don't know where she's going. She's like, I've had enough. I'm out.
Gone.
See? Guess maybe I should listen to Chris's advice more.
She hasn't seen you struggle enough.
I really have no idea what she's doing out there.
Is it raining?
No.
Oh.
Let's eat some snacks and hope she comes back.
Oh, she's back.
Maybe she went out to get us some snacks.
Yeah, I don't think she did, but that's okay. Snacks are good.
She's been providing a lot of fodder for the snack mode segment.
Yeah, there's more. So.
Oh, excellent.
Looking forward to
I
it.
got a couple more left. So, all right. Well, then I guess let's just jump right into that then, shall we?
Yes. We're going into snack mode.
Shock the system.
We're going into snack mode. We're going into snack mode. We're going into snack mode.
All right, life lessons and snacks. Let's go.
I'm ready.
How many snacks you guys got?
I got 2.
One.
You suck, Shane.
Listen, I think 2 is like that's a good number.
I got 3.
Yeah.
See,
See,
you paid up for my one.
All right, I guess we'll
I
start.
think that
with
puts us
the,
in the right spot.
All right, let's start with this one.
That's goo.
We've got passion fruit popping bubbles.
Is that boba?
It's basically the stuff that goes in the bubble tea.
Yeah,
I
boba.
believe. No, it's bubba.
Well,
Boba.
yes, boba is what is in tea.
Boba Fett.
Not just a spoonful of raw tapioca balls for my mouth.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do here.
Put Jamie's balls in your mouth, Chris.
It's very orange.
Yeah, I mean it's passion fruit. I don't know if I should. How am I gonna open this without making a complete disaster?
You should use a table
Or
Yeah.
a knife.
or those two things together. Very carefully open it.
Yeah.
We could have started with another snack while you started this little hobby project of yours.
Well, you know,
This is getting real involved.
Yeah.
I just don't want to spill it all over the floor.
Yeah,
that's all.
don't do
I
that.
mean, I get that, but you're crushing the other snacks, man. Careful.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, if you put that orange stain to this carpet, we're gonna find out what Susanna does on a bad day.
Murder.
Domestic violence. Oh, see, I should have had the camera rolling for the struggle. I brought the GoPro.
Struggling.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
See?
going on.
maybe if you'd open a couple of jars in your life,
Fucking
you
A.
would have some struggle and
Yeah, too bad my wife's not here to watch it.
wouldn't be defeated by packaging.
Susanna, we need you.
She's out front.
No, she's upstairs now. Fuck, I don't know how to.
You dropped the F bomb, the one F bomb on tapioca balls.
What if something's way worse in this blue bag?
I can't do the thing.
We were supposed to make this a shorter episode.
Well, you had to just freaking lecture me on life, and that went way too long.
Man, I had a.
Do you have a knife down here?
No.
The one day I don't have a pocket knife on me.
Oh, he's gonna just stab it with a spoon.
No. That's a bad idea,
Do you
sir.
want to try it?
No, I don't.
Chris,
But
try it.
what you were just about to do was
try
a
and do a
terrible
peel?
idea.
I could try and do a peel.
Do
Let
a
me see.
peel.
This looks pretty well secured, though.
Yeah, it does.
Nicely done.
This is not going at all how I anticipated.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's on there great.
Yeah, it is.
They have secured the balls.
Go get a knife.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need a tool. This is not designed to be opened with human fingers.
Mm.
Maybe tinier fingers can get a better purchase on it, but I got big sausages. They're in the way.
I don't want to go upstairs now.
No, we're not
We're
having.
already recording.
We're not having balls then.
Take it
Dude,
over.
if you
Take it
do
over
it-
to that table there, away from the carpet, and
Yeah.
poke it through with the butt end of the spoon.
But don't
Not-
put your hand over it. Put your hand. No. Put. Yep,
You got to use
dude. I would take it to that table over
take
there.
it over there where there's no carpet, and then use the violence. Not here. This is gonna go straight into my face. Not gonna. This is like the second time in like 2 days you got flinging balls at me. He is now stabbing into this cellophane wrapper with a spoon, and it is not
What are you
not
doing?
budging. Yes.
You got it.
Do you have napkins?
Yeah, there's some paper towel. Oh, shit.
I mean, on plus side, that does taste good.
It's still not.
No, dip your finger in it and rip it
You
apart.
gotta get the balls, man.
Dude, you're not going to get any out of there.
You don't think
He
so?
means use your finger to open it up more.
Yeah.
I tried that. It wasn't working, and... Oh.
See?
All right, we're good.
The struggle bus honks for you.
Dude, he's driving the
That
struggle bus.
That could be a show title.
All right.
That is a show title.
I need napkins. All right, grab a spoon.
Grab a spoon. Don't
try
get the
this.
napkins. Just get a spoon. This will be
The
fine.
struggle bus honks for one man.
Passion fruit. Let's go.
Passion fruit, tapioca balls. Oh, I'm going for a whole.
Ugh.
Jamie made a sound.
No.
Oh, they're popping. They're popping all in my mouth.
Ugh, the flavor was
I mean,
good. The texture was
that tastes
terrible.
amazing.
They're delicious.
But
The
The outside of those are a little unsettling.
it's like eating like thin plastic.
Yeah.
yeah,
But the flavor, though, is fantastic.
oh, look at that.
Look
mess.
what you've done.
Look
go
at
and we will cover for you. Go and get the paper towels.
We're going to
Man,
figure this
I
out
will
with
introduce-
Chris's first snack.
Yeah.
I think we should go with mine last.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're like I mean, nice like fresh fruit flavor, but yeah, it's like,
Delicious. A little sweet.
it just seems like an entirely artificial casing around it, and it's like I'm just eating plastic.
Yeah, no, it's no good on that front.
But they did pop, man.
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
You're getting it
Oh,
all over.
It dripped. Oh, it might have dripped right on your foot.
Whew.
That's just a hole in your sock. I saw one go down. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I saw the drip. I was just like, oh, there's a discoloration. Nope, that's just a hole.
It's laundry day, okay?
Yeah. Jamie gonna die.
And then the last episode of Missing the Mark Radio.
And then suddenly the show's on a hiatus again. What happened? Well, it all started with those damn pizza rolls.
I'm not gonna lie, though, pizza rolls are delicious.
Yes, they are.
Good?
Looking good.
You gonna live?
We're cleaned up. We're moving on.
Clean up, moving on. Chris, what do you got?
Oh, I got chicken.
Chicken?
I brought leftovers.
Yes!
Once again, I
I
don't have
love
the camera
chicken.
on here. Jamie's so excited about
He's
my chicken updates.
Ecstatic. He's dancing right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. This is empty.
Good. I was getting real upset for a second.
That was awesome. I really wish we had the camera running for that because you
Yeah.
literally look like someone just kicked your dog.
Oh, yeah. We've had pickle flavored chips.
Ooh.
Whoa, pickle
I've got
ranch?
Clancy's pickle
Somebody
ranch
was at
flavored.
Aldi's.
Yes.
That looks amazing.
Fried pickle ranch flavored wavy potato chips.
Let's go.
I can't say we haven't had these, but
No, we
might
have
not have.
We've not had pickle ranch.
We did
pickle
pickle
we've had.
flavored.
Okay.
And there
We
was
didn't
another
do-
pickle flavor was the Voodoo by Zapp's.
Yeah, those are good.
This is gonna get real hard because I know you were talking about like you want to bring back like snack mode all stars, but I don't
That
remember
was
stuff.
me, man. I had that idea.
Oh, all right. Well, we were chatting about it.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great
Oh.
idea.
Oh, look at the size of this chip.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going
It's
in.
a big chip. Ooh,
Yes.
those good sounds.
Is it pickly?
It smells like pickle and
Is
ranch.
it ranchy?
It smells like both of the things that it claims to be.
All right,
Awesome.
I'm ready.
I'm patiently waiting.
Get that man some chips. He's like, "Did you eat dinner tonight?"
Yeah.
Good.
What'd you have?
It was kind of breakfast. It was bacon, eggs, and home fries.
That sounds
Oh,
amazing.
amazing. It's great.
Going in. Yeah, it's pickle and it's ranch.
Yeah.
It's,
It doesn't
it's
disappoint.
not like particularly shocking. It's not like, oh man, this is amazing, but it's exactly what it advertises.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
I was expecting it to overpower one way or the other. It's split right down the middle.
It's a nice blend of.
It is a
pickle and ranch.
50-50.
Yeah.
You definitely get the dill, but you get the ranch too.
It's as if you put a Hidden Valley packet in your dill pickles.
Yeah, this is great. I'm excited.
All right. I'll go next one. Another thing difficult to open.
Now it's got a hole in it.
Yeah, look at that. Perfect. This
says-
is
We're gonna eat an Xbox gift card.
Yeah, leave that alone. That was the other part of my Spanish forget.
It's like, it's going to be chewy.
I'm still debating on what game to purchase. This one is Papa Palermo Honeycomb.
Mm.
Oh.
Premium Honeycomb.
All right.
You put the paper towels away?
Yeah.
Like some kind of lunatic?
Should I not have?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Whoa. Maybe I should.
See, this is something that when it slides around in the container, I'm not off put.
Like the nut butter.
That is true. Natural comb is 100% edible, it says.
Yeah.
We gotta save some for the wife because she's very, it's on her list.
And that particular piece of wrapping was super crisp in your microphone.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It was just very
So I
snappy.
think there's more wrapping to take off.
Seems to be a lot of it on this one.
Why did you? Was it puzzle night? And I didn't. I could have brought stuff that was like had duct tape wrapped around
Yeah, I
it.
didn't
Right.
know.
These snacks are kept in the old container of World
Yo,
War
there's
II
so
mortar
much-
shells.
There's so much security down here. Nick Cage is going to try and steal it.
Oh, this is gonna be. You know what?
You can hear the
you
tape.
know what? I
Tape
knew we
sounds
shouldn't
good.
have recorded tonight, but against my better judgment, I said, you know what? Let's go.
Yeah.
I think you're going to need something to like cut that with.
Oh, smells delightful. Yeah. I
Well,
should
it's
probably
honey.
get
It's
something.
better.
Want to smell it?
Yes. I'm not gonna put my face in it though.
Should we get like the spoons back out, or
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What should we
Something
do?
akin.
Get the spoons
Does smell good.
and the paper towels.
Yeah,
Just in
that's
case.
pure honey.
Yeah.
Right out of a bee's ass.
Woo. It's cool. It's like a little plastic tray, and there's just a
It's a nice plastic tray, too.
there's that standard honeycomb shape. Imported by Cosmopolitan Food Group in Hoboken, New Jersey. Imported from where, I wonder? Foreign
mean-
honey?
yeah. All right, let's just try to take a little bit and let's go.
All right, pretty sure this spoon was mine.
Doesn't really matter at this point.
Well, honey is a natural disinfectant.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Going in.
Oh, man.
Well, that was a
Yeah.
big scoop, bro.
And I was just putting for the corner. You do what you want.
I was just gonna go a little bit.
You don't think you're gonna like it?
No, I'm pretty sure I will. It's just honey is very potent, you know.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
He's not. Let's change.
We gotta do
his
it all at the
spoon.
same time.
Well, we go around the same time usually.
All right.
All right, go for it. Thank you.
Wow.
That is a treat.
It's so sweet. It's like honey on crack.
The comb's a little weird.
Yeah, it just
like-
breaks down in your mouth.
It's like a gummy.
You shoot a few times, it just goes away.
All right. It was okay.
I would eat that.
It was good. Yeah.
I start my day with a spoonful of honeycomb.
Spoonful of sugar makes
It's good.
the best. All right, Shane or Chris, one of you.
I'm going to go last. I only got one.
Okay.
All right.
Chris.
I have got Knoppers.
What?
The heck is a
Knoppers. It is a milk hazelnut wafer.
Ooh.
And it comes in an interesting little, it's like a 5-pack, but it's stickered together and it has like these little tear strips.
Huh.
So, I don't know.
Alright.
I'm just trying like, nope, that didn't work. I thought maybe if I just twisted it.
Apparently, you did know it was puzzle.
Puzzle night!
Mine's not a puzzle.
My ear.
I mean, yours kind of was.
next one's not.
That came in so
Hopefully.
many layers of wrapping. All right. Got it loose. There's a knopper for you.
Ooh.
And there's a knopper for you.
Yes.
So crispy milk hazelnut wafers. These look really good.
I mean, I don't see how they can be bad,
By
but
Stork brand.
dork.
Gives you that classic wafer smell. Reminds you of Grandma's house. Got the 3 different flavors laid out.
Grandma's got
So
wafers. Ooh. It's a thick boy. Many layers.
I don't know honestly how you buy 5 and don't eat all 5.
Yeah, these are really good.
Yeah, it's got a couple of nice chocolatey layers. Got that kind of creamy vanilla wafer center.
Where'd you find these?
These are at Aldi as well.
They're great.
Yeah.
What I really like is that hazelnut's not overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it is. They're great. I'm going to buy these.
Knoppers. Going in the cart.
Oh, that was really good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Well, I'm glad to have brought something that you like because it happens very rarely.
I enjoyed the crispy. The multiple flavors is where it was at. All right, you going last, Shane?
It's got great layers and they're distinct.
All right. I've got the brand new Nashville Hot Snyder's of Hanover pretzel pieces.
This might be a baggy situation.
A what?
Send me home a little snack
Oh,
bag of those.
yeah.
Send me a bag.
So let's open this up. Let's get a
Nashville
smell.
Hot.
Nashville Hot, new flavor.
This is going to be a crunchy,
Oh, yeah.
crunchy segment.
Oh.
I love natural hot anything.
Well, there you go. Try that out. Take a smell, Chris.
Ooh, that's got a good smell. Yeah. Hope it tastes as good as it smells.
Right? I have high hopes for Snyder's pretzel pieces.
I mean, these have always been good.
Right.
I've liked all of these. Yeah, isn't that great? Shane's just dumbfounded by the aroma.
Yo, that's heavenly.
Going in.
A little kick.
Oh, yeah. Some great spice.
That's amazing.
I'm going right back in for more.
Those are good. Those are real good.
That's a winner.
They got a little,
It's a
little spice to them.
little spice. There's a lot of black pepper spice in that.
Yeah.
It's not like a chili spice.
Yep.
Well, like the Knoppers, that's going on the shopping list.
Can be found
Going
in your
directly
local
in the
grocers.
cart. Right.
I'm officially
I got here.
out of the Susanna snacks.
Thanks,
I'm
Susanna.
Sure she'll find more for us.
All right, what do you got,
I got
Shane?
a,
Round it up.
Last but not least, Kit Kat Duos, strawberry and dark chocolate.
Okay. Not a huge dark chocolate fan, but I do enjoy it.
I'm not a chocolate fan in general, but dark chocolate I'm getting to like a little bit more.
So you keep saying that, and then you eat chocolate things and say how much you enjoy them. All right. Shane is opening it up. He took 2 pieces out of the potential 4.
Strawberry
Yeah,
and
101.
dark chocolate. Yeah, it's his thing. He gets to eat the extra one.
I'm also the weirdo that just bites right into a Kit Kat.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's a strong strawberry aroma.
Yeah.
To quote Shane, I ain't mad at that.
Not mad at that at all.
Meh.
A solid meh from Jamie.
Yeah, strawberry's too fake for me.
It's delightful.
It's okay. Just okay. I've had better. I did see at the exotic snack store they're advertising a peanut butter Kit Kat. May have to try to figure that out.
I'm all over that.
Chunky peanut butter. All right, so we got through all the snacks already. What's your winner?
These pretzels.
Got to give it to the pretzels.
The Snyder's of Hanover Nashville hot pretzel pieces.
pretzels.
That's a unanimous winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Congratulations, Snyder's. You make a great product. We're big fans of it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think that was a semi-successful snack mode. I'd say more on the successful side because
I brought 2 things, neither of which you hated.
100%.
that's true. True.
That's very successful
Shane
for me.
was- yeah. I had a lot of things that required a lot of opening skills.
Yeah.
So,
There was we struggled with the packaging, but
yeah.
the snacks themselves were outstanding.
Sure. Yeah. Good stuff. So,
I will be buying these.
yeah, those
These knoppers.
those knoppers were pretty good. But they couldn't beat the Nashville hot pieces there.
No, that's
Top notch right
next
there.
level.
All right, well, let's get right into this week's edition of Dirt Barbie News then.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
I've got a nipple story.
All right, we're back with this week's edition of Dirt Barbie News, where Chris has scoured the internet for the most ridiculous headlines he can find, or in fact have found him. Chris, take it over.
All right. Well, this edition of Dirt Barbie News has two sponsors.
Oh.
The first sponsor is the lovely Miss Jackie, who gave me this sweet iPad to
Thanks,
use.
Miss Jackie.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to read the news off of this thing than off of my phone, especially when I'm trying to like search for individual items you guys have questions about in the text. Like it's
Sure.
a lot of scrolling back and forth trying to find stuff, ads popping everywhere. So this should help with that.
Okay.
She ended up with two iPads and decided she'd give me the older one, which is in a lovely rose gold.
Gorgeous.
Matches your glasses.
Yeah. And then, we also have Dirt Barbie News sponsored by Totino's Pizza Rolls. Did you miss dinner? Would you like to eat 20 or 30 of something? Consider Totino's Pizza Rolls. A molten hot interior surrounded by a shell of mushy gluten because you threw it in the microwave. Totino's Pizza Rolls.
You know what? I should probably remove that for copyright infringement. However,
Copyright infringement.
We might get the cease and desist we've wanted for the last 7 years.
I got a new
I didn't
plan.
expect it coming from Totino's, though.
Since
Or they send us pizza rolls. Either way, it's a win-win.
yeah,
fair
I'm reversing our marketing strategy. I'm going to see if we can get someone to pay us for me to stop advertising them.
That sounds like a
I
terrible
love
idea.
it. I love it.
All right, hit us with some news, will you?
Some news. All right. This one coming out of Florida
Yes. Starting off strong.
from the Miami New Times. Florida cops stop narking on manatee orgies.
Wait. What?
Why were they reporting it to begin with?
I'm thinking the Manatees is the name of a group.
Or actual manatees.
That's
It's actual manatees.
Oh, okay.
Are they not supposed to do such things?
It's manatee mating season.
Okay. So why would we yell at them or stop them?
Well,
The kids are watching.
although Florida's beloved manatees get it on year-round, mating herds are most commonly seen during the steamy summer months. In shallower waters, the effect can be quite dramatic, with churning waters and flailing flukes and flippers.
This just sounds hilarious.
And apparently, all that flailing and flukes and flippering draws attention from locals and tourists
Sure.
who are like, those manatees are in trouble, when
Oh.
indeed they're not in trouble.
They're not in trouble.
Complete opposite of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, they're just having a good time. Why can't they just leave them alone, you know?
Because it's on the beach.
No, it's in the water.
Causes a scene. No, he said it's on the beach.
No, you said in the water, in the shallows.
The activity can attract onlookers who are either curious about the commotion or concerned the manatees in the herd are injured, stranded, or in distress. This is natural behavior.
So maybe they just need a good PSA out there, you know?
I think that's...
That's what they're going for.
That
yeah,
might
they
be
were
the
just like, hey,
solution.
don't call the cops on the manatees.
They're
They
j-
can't do anything.
They're just doing the things.
They just
to
barely taught us about human sex in school. Like, they didn't cover manatee mating pods.
It's fair.
Just walk in a health class and there's a banana sitting on the desk.
What school did you go to?
Today we're going to learn about
Joke.
manatees.
Next.
Yeah. No more questions on manatee sex?
Nope. Pretty good on that.
Good. Very well. All right. Do you know who Tim Cook is?
The name sounds
Was
familiar.
he the Apple guy
Yeah.
that's dead? Or is he still alive?
Now I don't remember. I believe Tim Cook is still alive.
No, wasn't not Steve Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs passed away, but Tim Cook, I thought, also might have.
No, Tim Cook's still around. You made me question that for a moment.
I'm going to Google it now. We've had way too much silence in this episode.
Well, in the meantime, Apple CEO Tim Cook had Apple Card application rejected.
That's awesome.
He is alive.
He is alive. Sorry, Tim.
And he can't have an Apple Card, apparently.
Yeah, rejected.
That's okay.
And that was right, like, it was when it was brand new, when they were rolling it out.
You know, that would have been great if Tim Cook applied, like, during the conference. Like, this is how easy it is.
Yeah. Well,
And then it rejected him.
they were trying to get it to show off as part of the new product, and I'm sure it was for that purpose. And, yeah.
Just, nope.
Yep, Tim Cook was refused by the system's underwriting program, which verifies income, assets, debts, and property details in order to decide if an applicant can take credit using a banking card.
So, I don't really have anything to add to that other than that's hilarious.
Yep. Engineers from the Silicon Valley Giant and Wall Street Titan were pulling an all-nighter a few months before launch, scrambling to find a solution to a problem that had cropped up. Tim Cook couldn't get approved for an Apple Card. Despite the issues, the bank was able to make a one-off exception in time for the service's launch, and Cook was manually approved.
That's just funny. Like, how do you get
How you be a billionaire and get denied for a credit card?
right?
Yep.
Like, that shouldn't just happen in general, you know?
To the company that you are the CEO of.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I have to assume that they go through somebody else for the actual credit application.
Goldman
portion of
Sachs.
it. Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, and it was something pretty innocuous. It's just they have a setup that scans for high risk, and anytime somebody who's like a significant public figure has a credit card application, they're assuming it's an attempted fraud. So they just decline those all out of hand.
So, if they were smart, and I don't know if they did or they didn't, they probably should have spun it as, look how secure our application process
Right,
is.
you can't get it.
That was years ago. This news is just now breaking.
Yeah, it's a thing that came out now. All right. Moving on. We've got... Where are we coming out of here? Atlanta. The city mistakenly tore down this man's home. Now they're suing him for $68,000 in demolition costs.
What? Something seems amiss.
Yeah.
I would like to know, is he countersuing them?
He is not countersuing, but he is appealing their decisions. Both of them.
So in reality, he's like, I don't want the house anyway. I just want to pay you to knock it down.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be a little more hyped up than that guy.
yeah.
So they condemned his house, and
they
they told him they were going to knock it down because it was condemned, and then he didn't do anything to their satisfaction. So now they're trying to recoup the cost of having to knock it down from him.
So.
Oh, that makes a little more sense too when it's worded.
So they gave him a warning.
That was a clickbait.
Yeah.
Problem was
You got had.
the address that they sent it to was incorrect.
Oh.
So
Oh wait. They sent it to his other house?
they sent it to his house when it was intended for a different house that's actually condemned in a different zip code.
Oh. So his house wasn't condemned.
His house wasn't actually condemned, but it was by the city because they got their addresses mixed up. So it was officially marked condemned and then leveled.
And then they try to charge him for knocking down.
And now they're still trying to charge him for it.
$68,000. It's not like he's got to cut a check for $100.
Nope. I wouldn't do it anyway. You knocked out my house.
Well, yeah, that obviously, but $68,000. Like, yeah, that's how much it cost us to knock your house down. Sorry.
That's just ballsy.
The official demolition hearing notice was for Lawson Avenue, zip code 30314. But this man's home was on Lawton Street, which is in 30310 zip code about 1.4 miles away.
It's amazing that things like this can still happen.
So they flattened the guy's house. He's appealing that. It's like, you guys shouldn't have flattened my house. And while he's in the midst of that process, they serve him
They
with a
go,
lawsuit.
by the way, you owe us $68,000.
And this guy taking it so well. It's like, after you air the story, after everyone sees it, instead of them fixing the problem, they double down and do it again. It's like after the slap comes, they spit in my face. I'm just frustrated.
Again, it still sounds like they knocked the house over.
It's so ridiculous.
So they did a story on it after they knocked his house down. And it was the wrong address. And even after the news reported on it, it's like one of those things where like the bureaucratic machine just keeps on churning, and like no one's there to intervene, like they did with Apple. The Tim Cook's Apple Card.
Sure.
They're just like, we gotta send him the bill, and we had to knock the house down.
That's
Condemn
so
property.
messed up. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, so I have a feeling the guy's going to get a free house, or he's going to get compensated for the destruction of his home. Yeah, it'll all work out in the end. I don't know what's happened to him. Nothing there about where he's living in the meantime, but they should flatten.
They should be paying for that too.
The dude's house. Yeah, I suspect he'll get justly compensated in the end, but it is just insult to injury.
Where'd they deliver that mail to?
Good point.
The guy's house was gone. They just left it where the house used to be.
I
like,
wonder.
stick in mail.
The one time the government can email you.
It's just a mailbox in front of a vacant lot. Guy shows up.
That guy's been delivering mail for 60 years. He doesn't care anymore. He's just throwing mail wherever.
Just drop it in.
All right. Bad news coming from NASA. They've lost contact with the Voyager 2 spacecraft, which has been exploring the solar system for more than 40 years.
Aw.
Don't worry, Chris. They're going to spend an exorbitant amount of money building a new one.
Voyager 1's still out there, but some jackass sent a code that shifted the antenna by 2%, and now it's no longer pointing at Earth.
Oh.
Yeah. So they have hopes that
She gone.
they're gonna be able to pick it up from a different receiving station in Australia.
Yeah.
But 2% over 12 billion miles is a long way.
Yeah.
So
That guy's fired for sure.
yeah. This is from the people who taped over the telemetry data from the moon landing. They just oopsied out of a 40-year mission.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, is doing good because, like they sent that first Mars rover up there. They lost that thing in 3 months. Lost contact.
So it's had its due.
Yeah. So 40 years is pretty good before somebody screws up and ruins it all.
I'd say I had a good run.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Jupiter or Voyager. Wherever you are. 16 million billion miles away. And in related news, NASA is launching a streaming service, presumably so you can watch them cock up live. NASA TV. On-demand streaming. App update coming soon.
Is there a NASA TV Plus?
Oh, there should be.
Well, the whole thing is plus. Like, it doesn't exist as a...
They just didn't put the plus.
It doesn't exist
next
as
to
a...
it, like everything else does.
NASA
Yeah.
Plus.
I mean, it's got a little... it has a little star next to it. Look, it doesn't say plus. Oh, actually, you know what it does?
It's
It
a
is
plus.
NASA Plus. I lied. It's right there.
Yeah, NASA Plus.
Excellent.
NASA Plus.
It almost looks like they ripped off the Disney logo, too, with the shooting star on the top.
Chris, I feel like you should subscribe to this.
NASA Plus.
You think he's going to give NASA his money?
It would, for the fodder alone.
I'll pirate this.
It would be.
So I want to pay it for this.
So he just announced that to the internet.
Yes, our tens of fans are going to tattle on him.
Sorry,
Nobody listens to us.
I adjusted my antenna 2%, and now I get the NASA channel. It's bouncing off the Voyager 2 spacecraft somehow.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know how excited they're going to be when they do find that thing?
Oh, it's going to be great.
They're never going to find it again. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's 12 billion miles away, and they changed it 2%. It's like there's
It's
no
gone.
shot. I don't even actually believe that they were still talking to it. There's no way that they had an antenna that precise when they launched it back in the 60s or whenever they sent it up, that they were like a 1960s battery is still charging out there and working. Like
It's so
That thing's bang gone. As soon as they launched it.
This is a believable excuse for why they're not talking to it anymore. They're like, we'll just tell them we screwed up. Everyone will believe that.
And here we are believing it.
That thing stopped working, minutes after it was launched.
That thing stopped working on launch.
These episodes are just to start becoming, Chris Hates NASA Part 1, Chris Hates NASA Part 2,
was so excited when
Part
I
3,
saw that
so
NASA
on
had
and
screwed up
so
again.
forth. I mean,
awesome.
you managed to get 2 of them in there.
Yeah, I got 2 NASA stories and a sponsorship by Totino's Pizza Roll, so I'm feeling pretty good about tonight.
You should just drop the mic now.
That's it. That's all I got.
Got it. Perfect. All right. Well, I hope this was at least mildly entertaining for all of you that actually listen to this. I
Our
apologize.
tens
for,
of fans.
JB
not
doesn't have
feeling
very
all
much
that
fun,
great.
but he tried.
I
He
tried.
He muscled
rallied.
through for you, the fans, because
He
he
rallied
did not
through.
want to do this tonight.
I did not.
To the point where he quite literally said, "Let's do this tomorrow."
Yes, I was trying, but That's okay. For those of you who are listening, Missing the Mark Radio at gmail.com. You can send us. Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, it's been a while since you struggled on the.
I'm on a struggle bus right now.
I got your episode right here. I got the name, all title, all ready to go.
We said it twice.
You can email it to us, and then maybe some Dirt Barbie news there. MTM Radio Rock ROC on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads, and Missing the Mark Radio on Facebook. And hopefully, when we come back, we'll have some more fun stories from our vacation.
Yeah. You gotta give us the podcast passwords in case you die of consumption.
Might have to. So,
or in case Susanna kills you.
We'll carry on.
That's always on the table.
It's always there. It's always a threat. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
We're out.